Shri Radha Govinda and Srila Prabhupada welcomes you all for our level 2 Bhagavad. No, we are doing a Krishna book reading sessions now. So, Sri Radha Govinda and Srila Prabhupada welcomes you all for our Krishna book reading sessions. Today we are reading 7th chapter, and these courses are offered by ISKCON Mangaluru under the directions of His Grace Namanishta Prabhu. And these courses are based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, is a founder Acharya of ISKCON International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So today we'll do a quick recap of what we did yesterday, and then we'll continue from there. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kalamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण एवरीवन हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hari Bol. The holy name of Lord Sri Hari alone is everything, right? Okay, so today we are going to see the 7th chapter, the salvation of Trinavrata. Trinavarta. So we'll quickly revise what we saw yesterday. So it was the Putana killed, right? Krishna killed Putana. So Tanya, you want to tell what happened in yesterday's class? Who was Putana?
The demon who tried to kill Krishna first.
Right. Well, how did she enter the house? Did you want to narrate something? How did she enter and how did she take Krishna?
She entered the house.
She became a very beautiful lady, and then
Right.
she entered the house as like a guest of some event or whatever. And then
Right.
and then
Yeah.
she said that she wanted to breastfeed Krishna and that she wanted space to herself. And then she breastfeeded Krishna poisonous milk. And then Krishna
Bit into her breast and then sucked all the life out of her.
Right.
Like
Hari
the same.
bol.
Oh, smart punch.
Sorry? What Soham was telling?
nothing.
Okay. So we saw a couple of things, why Krishna closed his eyes. We had a good discussion yesterday. So you guys remember why did Krishna close his eyes? We had like 4 to 5 different things that different acharyas has spoken. So we'll give chance to Vihan first. Yes, Vihan. Why did Krishna close his eyes? Like when he saw Putana, he immediately closed his eyes. Why?
Because he thought it was like one of the 7 Madhas, and he didn't want to kill her, so he closed his eyes.
Right. That's one reason. Very good. Udit, you want to tell some other reason? Why?
Because she was a woman.
Yeah, okay. So because she was a woman and Udyat was telling, because now Krishna is going to kill that woman. So Krishna closed his eyes, is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly because she was a woman, did Krishna close his eyes? I don't think so. You have some other answer, Udyat? Some other thing?
Because she killed other babies.
Yeah, Krishna doesn't want to see her face. Yeah, that was one reason. Right. I don't think Krishna closed his eyes because she was a woman, but this is the right one. Hari bol. Okay, Tanya and Soham, you want to? Soham wants to try now. Tanya has already told. So, what could be the other reason? Why did Krishna close his eyes? By seeing Putana.
He was planning some? He was planning?
Sorry? What did you say?
To show his childish fear?
Krishna was in fear like that?
To
I
show
mean,
his childish fear.
right. Yeah. That means like Krishna wants Putana to take him in her lap. So he acted as if he's fearful. Very nice. Very good. Yeah. So Putana, when she saw Krishna, she understood that he's not like a normal child. He's really so splendorous. So Putana was hesitant to hold the child. So Krishna to act like childish fear, as Soham was telling, if he does like that, then Putana will think that, oh, he's also like a normal child. So she'll take him. So for that, Krishna closed his eyes. Nice, very nice. So how long was Putana? What was the size of Putana when she fall down? When Krishna sucked the breast and he took out the life air from Putana. Putana fell on the ground, right? How huge was her size? Vihan is ready? Yes, Vihan?
12 miles.
12 miles. Can you imagine? And then later, all the people has cut her in pieces and then burnt her. And then what happened? What was the smell coming from her body? How was the smell? Tanya, what was the smell?
Bad.
Sorry?
Like bad?
No. There was nice fragrance, isn't it? You remember? The smell was not bad. Why? Why there was nice fragrance?
Because Krishna killed her.
No.
Right. Yeah. You had some more answer? Soham was telling something? Yeah, because Krishna has touched Putana. Putana was completely freed from all sinful reactions. So when she was burnt, there was a nice aroma coming all over. And so what is her next destination? Where did she go after Krishna killing her? Who will tell this? Udyat, you want to try? Where did she go?
She
Yeah.
she got liberation,
Exactly. Haribol. And then what was her position in the spiritual world? What did Krishna give?
like as a mother.
Right. Exactly. Haribol. Yes. So Prabhupada was so when all these incidences were happening, Mother Yashoda was she was so much worried about her child. And this child is just playing on the big body. He is just crawling and he's just playing. And then Yashoda Mata will run to take Krishna in her lap, and she'll go to the Brahmanas, and then she chants the holy name. She offers so many cows in charity. So here Prabhupada says that so Mother Yashoda was convinced that in the Vedic injunctions is told the importance of cows and chanting the holy names. So cows and charity and serving cows and chanting the holy names are the best thing that one can do. And she did it to protect her child Krishna. And so things are okay now. So Nanda Maharaj came, and then he saw the Krishna was saved, and Nanda Maharaj was also happy. So now we'll continue. We'll continue from here. That is the salvation of Trinavarta. So we saw the birth activities of Krishna, and we saw how Krishna was growing, and then in few days of his birth, Krishna has killed Putana. Look, the story is continuing. So Prabhupada is mentioning why we have to read about Krishna. Now we have so many people in this world. There are so many autobiographies, right? So like biographies or autobiographies, whatever, whatnot. Many things are there in this world. Why we have to read only Krishna's story? Why not any other person's story? So Prabhupada is giving that clarity that who is Krishna? Why we have to read Krishna's story, right? We saw this in Bhagavad Gita also, that one shloka where it specifically emphasizes to hear about Krishna's qualities and name. Did anyone remember the shloka? It's in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You want any clue? Or you already know? Clue? It starts with Janma. Just knows it? Tanya and so. Yeah.
Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam.
Hari bol. Yes, that's the shloka. Who knows the shloka? Whole shloka. Want to try again? Yes.
Janam Karma Cha Me Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tatvata Tatva Deham Punarjanma Neti Mameti Swarjana.
Hari bol. Hari bol. Very good. Tanya and Soham, do you know the shloka? I guess you know it.
Yes.
No.
You need the shloka, Tanya.
No.
You were chanting it just
No.
right now. When you were first line.
I know
Okay,
the
it's
first
okay,
line and
Soham.
nothing after that.
You want to try it, Tanya? No? Okay. Yeah.
No.
Okay. No worries. So in this shloka, Krishna specifically emphasizes about his janma and karma, his birth and activities. They're divyam, they're not material. All activities that we do are all material. There is nothing spiritual in it. Going and eating is not spiritual. Nothing is spiritual in whatever dealings that we do. If you're not connecting it with Krishna, if anything and everything that's connected to Krishna, that becomes spiritual. So why? Because Krishna is spiritual. Krishna's birth is spiritual. Krishna's activities are spiritual. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha. Who knows this tattva of Krishna, that he is different from these living entities. Tektva deham punarjanma, such a living entity, when it leaves its body, punarjanmana vidyati, they won't get birth again in this material world. Means they get liberation. They'll be out of the cycle of birth and death. So that much importance is there in hearing Krishna's glories, Krishna's katha, Krishna katha, right? So why? Why? Because Krishna is complete. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. We see this in Sri Ishopanishad that Purnamada, Krishna is complete, and Purnamidam, this material world is also complete. Purnat Purnamudachyate. From Krishna, this material world is coming. Means from Karna Daksha Vishnu, this material world is coming. Purnasya Purnamadaya. When we are removing Purnam from Purnam, what is remaining? Purnam is remaining. So, is it confusing? Okay. So, it means that Krishna is complete and Krishna's creation is complete. Now, if I have my hands and legs and eyes and nose and all the 5 senses and the working senses and the gross senses, or if I have all this, then I'm complete. If I don't have my hand, then I'm incomplete. Is it making sense? Like that. So Krishna created every living entity as complete whole. Now every living entity, like human is complete, dog is complete, cat is complete, insect is complete, microorganism is complete. It's complete in itself. It doesn't need anything. I mean, as a whole, it's complete. And Krishna has arranged different things for all these different living entities, and all are complete wholes. And from where all are coming? From complete. Okay? I don't want to confuse more, but it's very nice. I love this. I love this shloka. That everything is complete in Krishna's creation. Krishna is perfect. Okay? So how can we know about this perfect things then? How do we know about Krishna? How do we know about these complete things? By hearing about Krishna. So hearing is an opportunity to associate with the Lord, to hear his qualities, activities, to hear about Krishna's qualities, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. This really elevates us to the spiritual platform because Krishna is Divyam. Krishna's pastimes are Divyam. They're transcendental, spiritual. Okay? So why Krishna is coming and giving all this? Because Krishna out of his causeless mercy, there is no cause. Why Krishna has to come to this material world and do all these pastimes, right? But Krishna is coming to one of the main things, the only thing that Krishna comes is to glorify his devotees, to play pastimes with his devotees, and to make his devotees happy. That's the first thing. That's the main thing that Krishna comes. And then and also Krishna comes to 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 show his activities to the people in general, so that they get attracted to Krishna. But Krishna, all these are external. But Krishna's main agenda is to love his devotees, and whatever he does for his devotees. Okay, so whoever starts hearing about these pastimes, how Krishna is coming to this material world, and how Krishna is doing all these pastimes, then what will happen to such a conditioned soul? Then when this conditioned soul hears about Krishna, then will automatically cleanse him from the material contamination and enable him to realize his real constitutional position. So this Jivatma, who is thinking that I am this body, my family, my country, my school, my college, my job, my birth, my from this mentality, it goes to that, oh, I'm servant of Krishna, I have to serve Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna, my only role is to please him. This Jivatma will get to this mood, right? So how one can get to this mood? By hearing about Krishna. Okay? Hearing is the key, is the only thing that helps this Jivatma. The best thing. Because by hearing, our mind will be engaged about Krishna. And that's all we need. That's what we need. Okay? So we'll get back to the story. So now Krishna is growing little more. So Krishna started growing more. Now, so he began to turn himself backside up, right? Generally babies will be they'll just lie down, right? But Krishna started flipping backside up, and so he's merely lying down on the back. He's not doing that anymore. And so there is another function coming up for Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba. That is Krishna's first birthday, right? So Krishna's first birthday is coming. So they started celebrating. They started all arranging for Krishna's first birthday ceremony, and they are still, and they want to do everything according to the Shastra, according to the Vedic injunctions. So Krishna's first birthday, they invited all the cowherd women and men to participate in this jubilant celebration, and the nice band was played, and many people assembled there. They're enjoying that nice sound, and all the brahmanas, all the learned brahmanas were invited for the function, and they're chanting the Vedic hymns for the good fortune of Krishna. And during the chanting of the Vedic hymns, and there were one side they were chanting of the Vedic hymns, and the other side there was playing bands. That was compensating. That was collaborating with the Vedic hymns. And then Mother Yashoda was bathing Krishna. So this is what we do in on Janmashtami also. At every Janmashtami in our place, I mean at every temple. In Janmashtami, what they does bathing for Krishna. What is that? Abhishek, isn't it? So we all do Abhishek. So yeah, I mean the pujari does Abhishek. So this bathing ceremony is technically called Abhishek. And even today, this is observed in all temples of Vrindavan on Janmashtami Day, the birth anniversary of Lord Krishna. So that Abhishek we do on every birth anniversary of Krishna. Right? So Mother Yashoda started it and we are continuing it. So Mother Yashoda, she started distributing large quantities of grain, and first-class cows decorated with golden ornaments were made to be given in charity to the learned, respectful Brahmanas. Then Yashoda Mata, she took her bath and she dressed nicely, and she took the baby child Krishna and she dressed Krishna nicely, and then she took baby Krishna on her lap, and she sat down to hear the Vedic hymns. So she's nicely sitting, and she made Krishna to sit on her lap, and they're nicely listening. And then later, after few moments, she saw Krishna feeling asleep. By hearing the Vedic hymns, Krishna was feeling asleep. So Mother Yashoda, she don't want to disturb Krishna, so she carefully took Krishna from her lap, and she made Krishna to sleep on a bed, on a bed, but which is not so, like, which is below the cart, right? So she made him lie down on a bed, being arranged. So, and then she made Krishna to sleep on the bed. The bed is below the cart. The cart is on the top, and there was a small bed on which Krishna was sleeping. And then Mother Yashoda, there were so many guests who came for Krishna's birthday party. So she went to talk to the guests, relatives, and all the people there, and she left Krishna there. And after some time, Krishna he became hungry. So he started crying. He started crying. He started looking for his mother. He started crying. But Yashoda mother couldn't hear Krishna's cry because she was busy in receiving guests, talking to them, and telling them about Krishna's activities, like that. So Yashoda mother didn't pay attention. So Krishna first he became very hungry. He was very hungry, and then he started crying, and later he became angry. Oh, why my mother is not coming to me? So what did he do? He tried his legs to he's flapping his legs. So, and suddenly, unfortunately, that leg has touched the wheel of the cart, and the cart has broke into pieces. Right? It just because Krishna is God, but even though Krishna was just a small baby, his just mere touch has broke the cart into pieces. The wheel has came out of the axle, and then all the things that were there piled up on the cart, everything was falling down, and the cart was broken, right? So yeah, let me see how it's told here. He accidentally touched the wheel of the cart and it collapsed. Various kinds of utensils and dishes made of brass and other metals had been piled up on the hand cart, and they all fell down with great noise. The wheel of the cart separated from the axle, and the spokes of the wheel were all broken and scattered hither and thither. So this was actually astonishing for Mother Yashoda. Nanda Maharaj was also there this time. Last time when Putana was killed, Nanda Maharaj was not in Vrindavan. But this time Nanda Maharaj also saw, oh, how could this happen? So everyone was really astonished. And all the women and the men, they all started talking about how this has happened. So there were small children who were seeing this, who were watching Krishna, right? So these children will come up to all the people and they will tell that, oh, Krishna touched that, so it fallen. So these people will think, oh, these children are just telling, these children are naughty kids, so they're just cooking things. No, I don't think this could have happened. Krishna, how can Krishna make this happen? But some were thinking, oh, maybe Krishna might have done it. We never know. It's like that. So there was mixed opinion. Okay, so and then like someone were like they were agreeing to the point, and some say, how can you believe the statements of these children? How can Krishna do this? It's not possible, like that. So the cowherd men and women could not understand that the all-powerful personality of God was lying as a baby, and he could do anything. Both the possible and impossible were in his power. Jai. Yeah, this is the picture. Hari Bol, thanks, Vihan. So here, see, Krishna was sleeping on the bed and he just touched and the wheel came out, right? Yes. So here the children were telling people that Krishna did it, but no one was believing. Thank you, Vihan. Okay. So that was the scene. So then the things were okay. So while this discussion was going on, again Krishna cried. So Yashoda Mata, she stopped all this negotiation and she immediately went and picked up the chair, Krishna, in her lap, and then she started chanting the Vedic hymns, and she asked the Brahmanas to chant the Vedic hymns for Krishna to counteract the evil spirits, and at the same time she allowed baby Krishna to suck her breast. When child sucks mother breast nicely, it is to be understood that he is out of all danger. So when the baby is sucking the mother's breast, then it means that the child is okay. The child is happy. He's able to suck the breast, so he's good. So that's the indication is trust. So after this, all the stronger cowherdmen put the broken cart into order, and then all the scattered things were set up nicely. And the brahmanas, they started offering oblations into the sacrificial fire with yogurt, butter, kusha grass, and water. And they worship the supreme personality of Godhead for the welfare of Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and they're worshipping Vishnu to take care of Krishna because they don't know that the very personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is there in their house, right? They don't know Krishna is God because of excess of love, and we don't know Krishna as supreme personality of Godhead because of our ignorance. There is a hell lot of difference in both of in us and in the gopis or in the Vrajavasis. Vrajavasis, they don't want to believe Krishna as God because they have excess of love. They're actually above Krishna, and Krishna wants to put them above him. That's their position. Okay. It's not out of ignorance. They know they love Krishna so much, so it doesn't hardly matter for them whether Krishna is God or not. It doesn't matter for them. They need to serve Krishna. That's their only mood. They want to serve Krishna. That's it. Okay. So the Brahmanas at that time who were present, they were all very qualified Brahmanas, and they were very truthful, and they were not envious, not proud. They were non-violent, and they don't have any false prestige. Their blessings were worthwhile to take. So Mother Yashoda, she made all the Brahmanas to give their blessings for the baby child, Krishna. And then Nanda Maharaj took his child on his lap and bathed him. And he bathed with different waters. And he made water was mixed with different herbs. While the Brahmanas chanted the hymns from Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Vedas. So they were all praying for Krishna's well-being. Okay. And then yeah, so Prabhupada is mentioning that in this Kali Yuga we don't have any qualified Brahmanas. In the earliest ages, when Brahmana, now how do we light our sacrificial fire with the lighter or the matchstick, isn't it? But in the previous yugas, Brahmanas, just by chanting mantras, they used to make the fire up like that. There doesn't need any matchstick or lighter to light that. But in this Kali Yuga, the Brahmanas are not so much qualified, right? So we need to use a matchstick or a lighter. So in this age, so because the age of Kali, such qualified Brahmanas are not available. All the Vedic sacrifices are forbidden. So we don't need to do any of the sacrifice. Then only one sacrifice is recommended. What is that sacrifice? Sankirtana Yagna, isn't it? Hare Krishna, everyone. Only Hare Krishna is valid in this Kali Yuga, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare God. Only Sankirtana Yagna is possible in this Kali Yuga. All other sacrifices, Sankirtana Yagna is also a sacrifice, right? But this is the best sacrifice that one can do in Kali Yuga. Okay. So again, after this, again, Nanda Maharaj has given so many cows in charity to the. So it's very nice here how the cows were decorated. I really love the description that's given. All the cows were given in charity were covered with nice gold embroidered garments, and their horns were bedecked with golden rings. So I was wondering how big would be the rings that bedecks the horns, right? And then their hooves were covered with a silver plate, and they wore a garland of flowers. He gave so many cows just for the welfare of the wonderful child. The Brahmanas in return bestowed their heartfelt blessings, and the blessings offered by the able Brahmanas were never to be baffled. So, because they were very qualified at that time, so those blessings from Brahmanas are meaningful, are worthwhile to take blessings from them. And then shortly after the ceremony, so the ceremony was over, birthday party went so well. except the event that Krishna has kicked the cart and it just created some huge thing. But later things were okay. Everyone was okay. So after some time, shortly after, like one day, it's not the same day. After some days after this ceremony happened, Krishna was there on the Mother Yashoda's lap. She was playing with Krishna. He was on Mother Yashoda's lap, and suddenly Krishna became heavy, and she couldn't. She was not, and he became heavier and heavier and heavier, so much heavy that she was not able to hold Krishna in her lap. She was feeling too heavy for her to hold Krishna. So what she did, she took Krishna and she kept Krishna aside. Right? It was too hard for her. And then she kept Krishna on the ground and she went to do her household chores, household affairs. And then at that time, is a servant of Kamsa, Trinavarta. Trinavarta came and he was instructed by Kamsa and he appeared there in a shape of a whirlwind, right? Like a whirlwind. I think we have a picture of that too. Isn't it, Vihan? The whirlwind picture?
The what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
One.
yeah, see the whirlwind. So this person, yeah. So baby Krishna is here. Krishna is already showing his heroism here. We didn't get there yet. but but this is the whirlwind. Okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Vihan. Yeah. So that's the whirlwind. So the demon came as a whirlwind. So he's Trinavartha. Okay. The whirlwind came and he picked up the child on the shoulder. Like he holded Krishna on the shoulder and he went higher and higher and higher. Like and in few minutes, like in few moments, the whole area of Vrindavana became so densely dark that no one could see himself or anyone else. So it became so dark because of this wind, this heavy wind, right? And during this catastrophe, Mother Yashoda could not see her baby, who had been taken away by the whirlwind, and she cried very piteously. She fell down on the ground exactly like a cow who had just lost her calf, right? She was feeling very bad. When Mother Yashoda was so piteously crying, all the cowherd women immediately came and began to look for the baby, but they were disappointed and could not find him. So the Trinavarta demon went high into the sky with the baby Krishna on his shoulder, but the baby assumed such a weight that suddenly he could not go any further. So Krishna became so he was taking the baby higher and higher, and at a point that Krishna became so heavy that Trinavarta couldn't hold the baby. He couldn't take Krishna any higher. He was not able to take Krishna any further. And then Krishna became even higher. That whirlwind, Trinavarta was coming down because of Krishna's weight. He was not able to hold Krishna. Krishna was so heavy. Okay, so Trinavarta felt the baby to be as heavy as the big mountain, and he tried to get out of his clutches, but he was unable to do so, and his eyes popped out from their sockets. Crying very fiercely, he fell down to the ground of Vrindavana and died. The demon fell exactly like Tripurasura, who was pierced by the arrow of Lord Shiva. So Trinavarta hit a stone slab and his limbs were smashed. His body became visible, all the inhabitants of Vrindavana. So so now Trinavarta he fallen so because Krishna became very heavy, as Trinavarta was not able to hold Krishna's weight, so Krishna as Krishna was going higher and as Trinavarta was going, what was the whole thing happening? Krishna was going higher and higher, and Krishna became heavy. So Trinavarta was no longer was able to go higher, and so Trinavarta, because of Krishna's weight, Trinavarta was getting down and down and down, and then his eyes bulged out from the sockets because of that weight. He was not able to hold, and then uh, he fell down fiercely on the ground and he died. Trinavarta is dead. So now his body was visible to all the people in the Vrindavan. So they all came to see Trinavarta. So when the gopis saw the demon killed and child Krishna very happily playing on his body, They immediately picked up Krishna with great affection. And the woman and the men were very happy to get back their beloved child Krishna. At that time, they began to walk about how wonderful is that the demon had taken away the child to devour him, but he could not do so. Instead, he fell down dead. So they were really surprised. This demon had took Krishna to kill Krishna. That's how surprising is it that he got Krishna back. So they were thinking that because Krishna and they are all very pious, very, very nice people, very pious people. So nothing bad can happen to us. So some of them supported the situation. This is proper because he was too sinful, die from their sinful. It was those who was too sinful die from their sinful reactions. And the child Krishna is pious. Therefore, he is saved from all kinds of uh, fearful situations. So they're comparing that the one who is too sinful, they'll get accordingly the reactions. And Krishna is very pious, so Krishna was saved. So Krishna is saved from all the fearful situations. And we too must have performed great sacrifices in our previous lives, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, giving great wealth in charity, and acting philanthropically for the general welfare of men. Because of such pious activities, the child is safe from all danger. So, so they're telling because we are pious and because Krishna was also pious, so the child Krishna is saved, and Trinavarta was demon. He was so sinful, so he got his repercussion. He got the result of his sinful activities. So they were thinking like that. And the gopis, they were thinking about them within themselves that what sort of austerities and penances we must have undergone in our previous lives. We must have worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, offered different kinds of sacrifices, made charities, and performed many welfare activities for the public, such as growing banyan trees and excavating wells. As a result of all these pious activities, they have gotten back our child, even though he was supposed to be dead. Now he has come back to enliven his relatives. After observing such wonderful happenings, Nanda Maharaja began to think of the words of Vasudeva again and again. So, do you remember when Nanda Maharaj went to Mathura, Vasudeva was telling Nanda Maharaj that there may be some disturbances. So, Nanda Maharaj was meditating on it. That Vasudeva already told me that there could be some disturbances in Vrindavan, and it's happening, and all these things are happening. So he was getting the same thing. Oh, Nanda Maharaj, Vasudeva has told me that there is there will be some calamity in the Vrindavan, right? So after this incident, so this incident is also done. So first we saw the birthday of Krishna, the first birthday of Krishna, and then Yashoda Mata was so jubilant. And then later, after a few days, we saw Trinavarta incident where but Krishna came out safely. He killed he actually killed Trinavarta, but it seemed like Trinavarta is dead and Krishna got saved. And now, after a few days, Yashoda was trying to feed Krishna. Yashoda was trying to feed milk for Krishna, and then there streamed profuse milk from her breast. And when she opened the mouth of Krishna with her fingers, right, she tried to see the mouth of Krishna. She tried to open the mouth of Krishna, and then what did she saw? She suddenly saw the universal manifestation within his mouth. She saw within the mouth of Krishna the whole sky, including the luminaries, stars in all directions, the sun, moon, fire, air, seas, islands, mountains, rivers, forests, and all other moving and non-moving entities. When Mother Yashoda saw this, her heart began to throb, and she murmured within herself, "How wonderful this is! How could I see all this? How could I see the whole cosmic manifestation in the mouth of Krishna?" So she could not express anything, but she simply closed her eyes. And then she was absorbed in wonderful thoughts of Krishna. So Krishna showed the universal form, the supreme personality of Godhead, even when he was lying down on the lap of his mother. This proves that the supreme personality of Godhead is always the supreme personality of Godhead, whether he is manifested as a child on the lap of the mother or whether he is a charioteer in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Concoction of the impersonalist that one can become God by meditation or some material activities is therefore declared false, right? The Supreme Personality of Godhead is always Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now by doing some meditation or yoga, we cannot become God, isn't it? Is it possible? It's not possible. It can never be possible. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is always Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even when he's a baby, even he's months old, he's days old, still he can do anything. He's inconceivably powerful, right? So God is God in all. God is always God in any condition or status. And the living entities are always the part and parcels of the Supreme Lord. They can never be equal to the inconceivable supernatural power. They cannot be as great as Krishna. It's not possible. They're always the part and parcels, and Krishna is always the whole, supreme whole, right? So thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport of 7th chapter of Krishna, the salvation of Trinavarta. Hari Bol. So we finished the chapter. So the next chapter is the vision of the universal form. So after this incident, we'll see that tomorrow. Okay. And I was recently hearing about this universal creation. Are you guys interested to know how the things are going about the universal creation? Yeah. I can quickly show that path. It was really interesting. It was fascinating to me. Because we still have some time, we can just go through that. Happy born. I thought you guys will love it. I mean, I can. It's visible, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you. So it was really fascinating to me. So we know, right? Now we have our 14 planetary system, isn't it? So the 14 planetary system is like the 14 planetary system is like this. Like it's like this, right? Like we have like this is lotus, Satyaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Mahaloka, no, Swargaloka, Bhuvarloka, and Bhuloka. So if you consider this as Bhuloka, right? And then we have all the lower planetary systems. So I'm drawing this Bhuloka extensively. Okay. I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get to the point that where are we? Okay, where are we in the whole cosmic creation? I will just understand that. So this is Bhuloka. Okay. So in Bhuloka, actually in Bhuloka only the all the lower planetary systems are embedded. So in Bhuloka, below Bhuloka, like below this, we have Atala, Vitala, Sutala. You're getting the 3 dimension, right? I'm just making it as 2 dimension here. You're getting the 3 dimension like cone, right? The Bhu, the Bharata Varsha, like the whole Bhuloka is on the top, and it's like a cone. The Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala are like the cone inside. Is it making sense? When we are okay, good. So when we are when we are using the water bottle and when we do this, we get that cone, right? The top will be round and then we'll get a cone, right? Right? Okay, great. So that's the cone is the lower planet. Okay, this is Bhuloka. In Bhuloka, there is Loka mountain where like there are 7 varsha, like seven dvipas and 7 like 7 dvipas and 7 oceans. Okay, so, and there is a mountain. In the middle, we have Jambu Dvipa. Jambu, like some, in the middle, we have Jambu Dvipa. Somewhere in the middle. Like, so there are like 7 dvipas. You know, dvipa means like shores, like places, right? Like there are 7 dvipas and 7 oceans. And there is a big mountain at one end called Sumeru Mountain. Okay, so actually the sun is revolving, right? The sun's one wheel is actually connected to this. This wheel is like sun will be revolving on here. So this is sun's wheel. So sun god will be sitting on this and he will be revolving, right? And the pivot, that's the connecting, the wheel, that's one wheel is connected to this Mount Sumeru and it's just spinning. Is it making sense? That's how the sun is moving by connecting it, the one wheel, this Mount Sumeru. Okay. So in this Jambu Dvipa, right? In one Dvipa, there are again 5 Varshas. 5 Varshas. So I'm just getting to the Jambu Dvipa. Now we have Jambu Dvipa, right? Now consider this as Jambu Dvipa. In Jambu Dvipa, there are like 5 Varshas. Okay? So consider this as Bharata Varsha. In the Bharat Varsha, there is a cone like ice cream. Okay? This ice cream, so this thing, right? This is Bhumandala. Okay? So this Bhumandala is where we are. Is it making sense? Is it understandable? Yes. So the we see that the earth is round and all these things, right? The earth round is this. That's why I was telling, no, the planes will not go to the South Pole because it's like this. It's like a cone. It's like an ice cream. Like, right? This thing is Bhumandala. This is where we are. So the flights cannot go down because it pulls down. It pulls. No one can go to the South Pole. So if they have to go from US to Australia, they have to travel to the north only. Okay, so this Bhumandala is where we are. The whole earth that we are having now is this Bhumandala. So in the Bhumandala is in where? It's in Bharatavarsha. So Bharatavarsha is in where? It's in Jambudvipa. So where is Jambudvipa? It's there in the Bhuloka. So in Bhuloka, we have 7 dvipas and 7 oceans. And in that, we have one is Jambudvipa. In Jambudvipa, we have 5 Varshas. In that one Varsha is Bharatavarsha. In Bharatavarsha, from Bharatavarsha, there is one like ice cream cone, like cup, like ice cream. There is a round ice cream thing came up, and that is Bhumandala, and that's where we are. Okay. Harry Ball. Harry Ball. Yeah. I loved it. Maybe I need to study more, but I just got this much information, so I thought I could share. Because you're all, I remember you guys were really excited about that, isn't it? In the Bhagavad Gita classes. Okay. So if I know anything more, I'll share more. Then we'll stop for now today here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantapuri Vaishnavi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Thank you.